Nath, mate, thanks so much first and foremost for coming out here. And you guys are actually the first team to register for the Veteran Games. So tell us why you want to be involved.
And I guess it comes down to it's the community, and the connection. And like we've spoken on many occasions, it is about that connection straight away. The ability to connect with people that you know and people that you don't know. It's just the most important thing post-service life. So.
Yeah, I find that. We've got Anzac Day coming up, and it's when you get together as a group, you don't know everyone there, but there's that sort of common understanding. And I feel like it allows us to lower our guard a little bit more. And that's where I find personally, where it's easier for me to have conversations and sort of, I guess, be in the moment and forget yourself a little bit and enjoy it, eh?
Yeah, it's just that social isolation. You know, it is easy to just withdraw and sit at home and do nothing and just sit on the couch and watch life go by. It's just that one person that it takes to connect you with something. And Veteran Games is just going to have multiple variables of that. It's organisations connecting, individuals connecting, and the community connecting, and just showing, I guess, the non-veteran community that we are resilient and we have purpose and we're physically and mentally strong, and that's going to be great.
Now, you hit the nail on the head. I think you and I have spoken about how much it annoys us that there's this common narrative that, first and foremost, people don't look at you and I and think we're veterans. We're not old enough. Or they look at us and think, oh, you got PTSD, you got problems, all of this. But this is turn up and shut up, showcase what we can do, not what we can't do.
Yeah, that's right. And as you said, you know, we don't fit that mold for a veteran, but I think it is changing slowly, and I think the Games is going to enhance that a little bit more. We are coming up to Anzac Day, and I know that I'm going to get questions, and you know, are they your medals? You know, those little things, and you know, and we don't get thrown off by it, but we have to explain ourselves and say, no, I'm a service member. I've done so many years, and these are my friends who I connect with, and you know, and I think that's the important part is getting the messaging.
Yeah, you're right, and providing that focal point. Like currently in the calendar, we have Anzac Day, we have Remembrance Day, which is so great for getting together, commemorating. I want to try and put more in the calendar where we're looking forward. Right here and now, looking forward to how we can show elements of that Anzac spirit, how we can demonstrate that community connection, and have also the chance for veterans who don't know where services are or don't have a community. You know, you can turn up to the Veteran Games and not compete. We're going to make it into a whole experience, so you can just turn up, have fun, take the piss out of each other's on the sideline.
That's right. Yeah, it's a sense of humour that not everyone gets, but we do, and that's the thing. And you know, it's going to be a proud moment. You know, when everyone's wearing their team logos and something they've come up with as a team. You know, it's going to be the old support company, ROF company theory. We've got the shirts on, and tribes and small tribes within the tribes, and I think it's going to be great.
Well, that's a key part, and you know, the veteran community is very fractured in itself as well. There are many tribes, there are so many individuals doing great stuff, but we often find it very hard to come together when we're competing for the same, you know, slice of bread around the table, when we're competing for the same good cause. That's been a big drive behind the Veteran Games, is to have a project with purpose where we're going to run it. It's up to you guys to get your teams together, and any disagreements that are out there in the veteran community, come and resolve it.
Yeah, that's right.
See who's going to be the champion on the field, eh?
So the currency is going to be human connection, I think. You know, organisations, the big ones against the smaller ones, it's all going to be phased out. It's just going to be a nice, friendly, stable environment and a safe environment for everyone to be a part of. And
we get to do it. I think we spend a lot of time, I don't know about you, I get sick of talking. There's so much talking in the veteran community. There's not enough chance to get out there and show some of that excellence, eh?
Yeah, you definitely hit the nail on the head when you talk about, you know, that resolve, and it's going to be important that, you know, we do get there on the day, take that first step onto the paddock and just get it done and show that resilience.
Yeah. And you guys already started training. Tell me what that entails.
So at the moment, we've just done a little bit of, you know, gym work, a bit of mirror muscles, just to build up some of those, I guess, injuries that we do have, because we're all different. We all have carrying different injuries, but I guess collectively we're going to have to work on some of the group activities like mini obstacle courses, group runs, just finding out within our own team who has the weaknesses. And, you know, like any military obstacle course, there's always a weakness that you have, and it's, you know, I might be a bit vertically challenged on some of the walls. So I know that we've got some tour guys who can help me, but when it comes to the speed in between, I can help them. So I think we've got to work out our own strengths and weaknesses, and that's going to be important. So if we can channel that to begin with, and that's the first stepping stone.
I'll tell you right here and now, there's going to be that important fitness component, but we're particularly equalising it out through the problem solving and the requirement of not only just get through the obstacles as fast as you can, but there's going to be some technique and there's going to be some little elements. So just from a mindset perspective, knowing that you have that to train towards, as opposed to just the beach muscles training, which I love as well, is there that, the little seed in your head knowing you have something to train for?
Oh, 100%. And we all know that it's going to be challenging. Yeah. The thing that's, I guess, got my anxiety up is the little tests that you have surprised for us or in wait for us. So, how do we, are we making boats and life rafts out of, a couple of drums, and that's a sort of mindset that I'm in. Okay, how are we going to train for that? So, I don't think beach muscles can train for that sort of stuff. So,
well, unless in particular, there'll be the 2 days of heats where we're looking to get through up to 300 teams, and then the finals day will be the top 10 teams, and it'll be a completely new format for those top 10 teams. And the expression sight unseen.
Yep.
People will train up for that obstacle course and all the requirements that come with that physically. Tug of war is tug of war, but then we'll have some cool little problem solving activities that will slow you down and show that teamwork, and also just cultures formed under pressure or exposed under pressure. If there are teams who've just been thrown together because you can all do thousands of push-ups, they'll be the first to fracture, I can tell you that much.
And the competitive nature in us all, like we all want to win, and as a team, it's going to get frustrating no matter what we're doing. We're going to get frustrated at each other, so we need to, I guess, fine-tune that a little bit and work out, how we deal with each other, and that's going to help us along the way as well. One arguing during it. A little bit of friendly banter is always good. Get your ass up here, but
we all know how good it is from the sidelines watching teams have a bit of a meltdown, isn't it?
Yep.
So you'll be with the Veteran Mentors team?
I'll be with Veteran Mentors team. We have 8 of us at the moment. We might have a few reserves.
Yeah, cool.
People will come and go, as we know. But I think we've got a pretty solid chance, and we're pretty strong in the veteran space. It's going to be good going up against the current serving guys as well, because I know they're going to come in pretty fit and strong. But we'll give them a good run for their money.
Yeah. And you do a lot in the veteran community through surfing. I can't do it, but it's a brilliant initiative that just sees the guys and girls get together for a purpose, doing something physical out there. Tell us more about your work there, mate.
Well, it is it's a sense of peace. The ocean brings us all peace, and being on the Sunshine Coast is where our chapter's located. Everyone moves there for that sense of peace. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is have that connection between getting out of the Defence Force and the community itself. So we're trying to just get in that little phase there, bring people in, make them comfortable and safe, and then integrate back into the community, into local surf, board riders clubs, etc. Yeah. But the way I look at it, and the metaphor I've always used is, no matter how big a wave is, you might take a massive wipeout, and it's the metaphor for life. We all have wipeouts, we all take hits, but it's whether you go back in, sit on the beach and watch every one of those waves go on by. Every one of those is a missed wave and a missed opportunity. Yeah. Or you can take that hit, check your ego, get back out there, because I guarantee there'll be a mate out there or someone who's like, man, that was a big wipeout, but man, it looked good. And they will inspire you to take another wave and go again. So that's the metaphor I use, and that's why we do things. It's a good little thing that I use every day out in the ocean, just because it helps me.
That's brilliant, mate. And see, that's it. I want more people to know about, the veteran surfing crew that you have, and that these resources are available. And even if they're not going to put in a team, we're opening it up to have volunteers from all these veteran organisations. We want to put a Veteran Games hat on you, but have you guys wear your shirts and show to others that there are these different organisations out there. And we want to assemble the tribe. We don't want to put our branding on everyone else. So.
Yeah, and that's going to be great for our guys in the surfing space as well. Yeah. We will support in every way, and we'll throw every person we possibly can at it. And having a shirt on with Veteran Games and AVS, Sunshine Coast, it's going to bring that community together again and bring the organisations together for one purpose.
Yeah, I love it, mate. We'll keep up the good work. We'll want to link in with you guys as we go throughout the year to see how your training's going. Expect big things. First team registered, so
we'll get there.
Love it. I appreciate it, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Good
Thanks
hustle.
for everything.